All right, so I'm Matt MacLeod, Menlo-Atherton quarterback, class of 2022. Here's one of my favorite plays. So it's a stick concept, and basically we're gonna get an outside release streak on the outside, and then we're gonna get a 6 yard stick route. So he has a couple options what he can do based on the leverage the defense gives us. He's either gonna hitch up, or he's gonna work out like a 6 yard out, or he's gonna work out and then sit and find the space. So basically, at the end of the day, this stick route, he's basically finding the space on the defense. Um, so let's say we get like a cover two defense. We're gonna get outside leverage from the corner. We're gonna get inside from there, and then we're gonna get safety way over here. All right, so basically, it's gonna be 3-on-2, and this outside receiver, he always needs to outside release. Even though this corner is going to be outside leverage, we need him to outside release because outside releasing will make the corner open up and turn with him. Um, this is not going to allow for him to see the 6 yard out as well. So so that's one of the reasons why we need outside release, but it also will just give us more room on the sideline. Because as you go in, like there's gonna be all these safeties. So basically, when we get cover two, this corner's gonna bump and play flat. So he's gonna bump but he's gonna let him go. So and then the safety's getting over. So that's gonna leave a small hole for us to get this outside streak ball like right in the money. It's a hard throw. We have to put it right on the money and on a line. Um, but also with this corner waiting on him, and this guy playing inside leverage on our number two receiver, this this guy's gonna work out, and like I said, he's gonna find the space. So with this corner sitting right in here, he's gonna just sit in here and find space, and I can put that in them, and we can get a nice 6 yard completion. Um, now now let's say we get another look such as cover three. We're gonna get boom, boom, and boom. All right, so now I mean we can pretty much eliminate the outside streak route because this corner right here, he's gonna be playing off and inside, and so he right at the snap, his goal is not to be beat deep, and he's already a lot of yards off the ball, so he's gonna drop, and that's pretty much gonna eliminate this outside streak. But then that basically leaves us one on one with this adjuster strong safety guy. So with him outside leverage and he has to play flats. He's gonna be working out, and that's gonna leave our stick route to just hitch up right there at 6 yards and get a nice completion. Um, now now let's go against. Now if we get cover four, um, now if we get cover four, same thing. He's playing off, or he's outside leverage. This corner's playing off and outside leverage. So basically, once again, he can't be beat deep. And if number one stays vertical, then he's locking up and he can't be beat deep. So he's gonna lock on, and with him already like 8 to 10 yards off, it's gonna be a really hard chance for us to beat him on a streak route. Um, so then once again, this is gonna leave us one on one with this adjuster, and with him outside leverage, playing skiff coverage. So he's gonna be like out here in the flats. That's gonna leave our guy once again to hitch up and find a nice little hole in there, and just go to work. Nice 6 yard completion, and then uh, lastly, we get man. Let's just say we got two man right here. Safety. We're gonna have outside leverage with our say 2-man, outside leverage, outside leverage. So basically, how we read this is we're going outside to in. So on this, especially with man, you're just seeing who has the better matchup and who's winning off the line. So we're going outside in. So right when we snap this ball, we're going to be looking for our outside guy to see if we beat him off the line. And if he beats him off the line, we're taking that right away. We're going for the home run ball. We want a big play. But if not, once again, we're just playing one-on-one with this adjuster. He's in man coverage, so based on the leverage, he's either gonna work out at 6 yards or he's gonna hitch up at 6 and just find that space. And we really like this against one-on-one too because I'm going outside to in, so that's gonna give him a lot of time to work the top of his route for me to come back to the 6 yard out. So he can give something at the top and break out, give him a little stutter, break out, and yeah, that's what we like. All right, here's another concept I really like. This concept doesn't quite work for a lot of defenses, but once we get specific defenses, this plays bread and butter, and it has a big home run shot, so that's why I love it. And it's a Mills concept. So basically, we're gonna get a 12-yard dig um, from number 2, and then we're gonna get a big 12-yard post from number 1. Um, we really like this against cover 4 defense. So let's just drop cover 4 defense. We're gonna have safety at like 10 to 12 yards because he has to be pretty shallow because he has to play run support. Um, we're gonna have the adjuster strong safety. He's gonna be outside leverage of number 2, and then we're gonna have a corner at like 8 yards. 8 yards playing outside leverage over number 1. So yeah, basically what this Mills concept is, 12-yard dig, and with cover 4, if number 2 runs a vertical route, the safety is going to have to lock onto him. So when he runs, so when he gets to 12 yards and he's coming in, that safety is going to drive on him because it's a vertical threat. So he has to step up and drive on this dig, which will leave a big deep post one-on-one with the outside leverage corner. And we really like this because he's going to the middle of the field and he's outside of him. So he basically has a head start to get to the inside of him, and it's money. We also like this out of a lot of trips formations. Um, so let's just do this. We like this out of trips because a lot of teams, when they make adjustments to trips, they'll run a form of like special or special. I'll just explain that. So basically, what most teams will do in trips is they're going to just say, because this is going to be a wide side of the field, so they're just going to lock up on this guy. They're saying, well, it's a hard throw, anything way out here to the field. So if they can make a great throw and beat our guy, tip our cap, like that's a good play. Basically over here with these two, they're just gonna basically run 2 read. So it's similar. It's literally what I just said with cover 4. Basically, we're gonna get a safety at like 8 to 10, and then another safety. Safety 10 to 12, and another safety like 8 to 10, and then we're gonna have an adjuster under number 3 outside leverage of him. So basically, what we did do here, this guy's pretty much out of the picture. We can run a lot of things with him. I like to just have a comeback because that really brings him away from everything. And a wide side comeback, I'm never gonna throw that. But that really will take this corner out of the picture, so he won't be able to somehow adjust into another play. Like he's out of the way. And then here, same thing. We're just gonna get a 12-yard dig in here, and a big post. And this is same thing where the safety, he's gonna have to drive. and he has to take this number 3 route because it's a vertical route. So he has to take him, and that's going to leave our corner or the safety one on one with our number 2 receiver, who's outside leverage on a post who's breaking in. And like I said earlier, that's easy money. So it's pretty much the same thing. All right, so here we are. Another concept I like is a scissors concept. This is a concept that can work in multiple coverages, different variations of defenses, kind of like that stick concept where you can almost always find a way to get it to work. Yeah, so let's get into it. Scissors is gonna be with we're gonna have a 10-yard corner from number 2, and then we're gonna have a 12-yard post from number 1. Um, basically most of the time we're just gonna read one guy basically where he goes in or out. So let's say we get cover 2, we got corner right there, outside leverage and tight. We got the adjuster right there, inside leverage. Then we're gonna have safety deep and pretty wide. So basically we're gonna see where this corner plays it, because he's in halves. He's gonna see this post and he's gonna take it 9 out of 10 times. And that's really gonna leave this corner with what we're gonna have to work with. And we like this corner because this corner is gonna play the flat and then he's gonna have to sit. So it's gonna be a hard play for him to run back into this corner. And then this guy's also gonna be inside leverage on this guy, and he's gonna be running out. So we like that on him. He's gonna be hard for him to sink into the hole, and then for him to make a play on this, especially if we run it pretty high. Um, we're gonna get him on the corner. Um, let's say let's say we get something like cover 3. We're gonna have corner like 10 yards, inside leverage safety, and then outside leverage adjuster. It's not great spacing right there, but we're okay. Basically, this corner's got deep third, and we're really reading which guy he takes. Because the corner at the end of the day's goal is for it not to be beat deep, and but so he's either gonna take this post and trace his back hip, or he's gonna take this corner. He can't really play both of them. So if he takes this post, then we're gonna have this corner. We're gonna have this corner one on one with this adjuster, and we like that because we have a fast slot receiver on someone like outside linebacker. We're gonna take that matchup all day. But now let's say if this corner sits and he's kind of playing the third and he sits and sits on this corner, then we're gonna have this post. We're gonna have to put it bang 8 right out of his break, before this safety can get over and make a play on him. But yeah, basically we can get it to work out there in cover 3. All right, now let's go cover 4. If we get cover 4, we're gonna have outside leverage at like 8. We're gonna have outside leverage here, and then we're gonna have boom, just a bit deeper. Now basically, like I said, we're gonna read this guy. If this safety gives ground, we're gonna most of the time take this corner. But if he kind of sits and flies out, then we're gonna take the post. Basically, at the end of the day. And I forgot to say in cover, I forgot to say in like cover 2 and cover 3, basically that thing. But in cover 3 too, if he's getting pretty deep, he's basically gonna take away that post mostly, and that's gonna leave that corner. So we're gonna read somebody for this play, and if he keeps giving ground, then we're gonna go to that corner. But if he kind of sits and then he drives on that corner, then we're gonna have to go to that post. Sometimes we're gonna have to bang that post. Sometimes we can let him run under it. So in cover 4, we're not gonna have to bang it. We could put it over the top, because this safety, once he gets a deep threat, he's gonna have to lock on and he's gonna have to fly out. So he's not giving depth. So we're gonna have this post because outside leverage on a post, and That's a hard play for him. He's outside leverage. We have a guy who's going to beat him to the inside. That's a home run ball right there. And then also we can get out of man, whether it's cover one man, get inside, and then cover one inside and outside, leverage, and then one high. Basically, we like. I mean, it's really whoever wins the matchups, but we're gonna like the corner more often because basically it's gonna be one on one. There's no inside help. Um, the safety. He has this side to play. He has the whole field to play, but it's just easier for him to make a play on this post than on this corner to the sideline. So that's why we like the corner in cover one. But we're also gonna like it in cover two because it's the same thing where if it's gonna change these guys. Yeah. Cover two though is the same thing where basically this post is gonna go more into the safeties, so it's just an easier play for these safeties to double and make a play on the post than to make a play on the sideline and get all the way out here. Um, but yeah, we're just reading the matchups, seeing who wins the matchups, and also seeing where that safety goes.